Effective conservation often means more than legal protection of land. On a controlled burn, fire manager Bob Bale explains why the Nature Conservancy uses fire to restore and maintain North American forests.
There are a number of species that actually require the conditions that come after a fire in order to persist. By burning here today, we'll change the structure of the forest back to one that is really supportive of a number of rare and endangered species here. It has a very strong public safety component. One of the results of our burn today will be to make the communities around the forest more safe. In the event of a wildfire in the near future, the fire that would come through here after our prescribed fire would be much less severe, and it'd be much more safe for the firefighters to be able to stop it here.
Fire crew members use drip torches to start the fire and keep a close eye on weather conditions like wind speed, direction, relative humidity, and probability of ignition.
We've got winds out of the northeast at 3, fine dead fuel moisture of 4, probability of ignition at 70.
Good copy.
If we drop 10 lighted matches on the ground, when the probability of ignition is 70%, that would mean that 7 of those matches would ignite the debris that's laying on the ground. So at 70%, we're definitely keeping a sharp eye out for spot fires across our fire breaks. Many folks are concerned about what happens to wildlife during a fire. Most animals do manage to get out of the way. Even some reptiles that are on the ground manage to get underground. Fire passes over them and they can re-emerge relatively unscathed.
2 weeks later in the blackened forest, signs of new life are everywhere.
The fire here 2 weeks ago took this 5.5-foot scrub oak and top killed it. Most of the plant is underground though. About 80% of this plant is in its roots. So it's resprouting already just 2 weeks later. The pitch pine is very fire tolerant. It's got thick bark that has pockets of air underneath it that create excellent insulation. But this tree knows how to rebound from injury. You can see that needles are sprouting right out of the side of the trunk.
But while some species, such as pitch pine, thrive following a burn, others do not, a distinction that Bale says is part of the plan.
The death of these white pines opens up the structure here. Eventually these limbs will fall and this will be a much more open habitat. A lot more light hitting the floor, easier flyways for birds that like more open conditions. Particularly if we keep treating this repeatedly with fire every 3, 5, 7 years or so.
It is this active and ongoing management using fire that will help ensure that North American forests are truly conserved.